If you're wondering how you can decrease your grocery budget, stick around. I've got 21 tips for you today. Hi everybody, my name is Sarah. I'm a self-proclaimed frugal living expert and a certified financial coach over at frozenpennies.com. Today we're focusing on groceries. I have 21 frugal grocery hacks for you today. Groceries just happens to be that one area of your budget that's pretty flexible. I mean, you can really cut back on your groceries if you're planning on something special with your money. So if you are trying to get out of debt, or you really just need to get caught up on things, or you're saving money for something special like home improvements or college for your child, if you're trying to help them out, or even a vacation. Tip number 1, shop your pantry. Everybody has probably got a good week's worth of food in their pantry or their cupboards or their refrigerators or freezers, probably to get you through that entire week. It may not be the most desirable and it may not be the family's favorites, but you have enough food, more than likely, to get through at least 1 week. Before you head to the grocery store, shop your pantry first. Figure out what you already have and what you can use. That's how you can use that stuff up. And do that first as a part of your meal plan before you head to the grocery store, before you make that list, before you do anything. Check your pantry, your freezer, your refrigerator, and your cupboards first to see what you have. Tip number 2, buy in bulk. 100 K-Cups. Now normally K-Cups are around 50 cents a piece if you price them out. If you buy 100 at a time, these come from BJ's, you can get them for under 38 cents a piece. That's a substantial savings. But buying in bulk is an excellent way to cut down on your grocery spending. Number 3, save all of your scraps. So all of your chicken scraps, your pork scraps, your beef scraps, the bones, the peelings from all of your vegetables, throw them in a zip bag in your freezer and then use those scraps to make soups and stocks. It works fantastic. We live in upstate New York. Around here, the winters are pretty harsh. The spring is even pretty harsh. We like soup. We're soup people. Funny story, when I was growing up, I never liked soup. My mom will tell you, I didn't like any of my food mixed together. As I've grown older and matured and become more wise, I realized how delicious soups actually are. And nothing beats homemade soup. I can't do the canned stuff, but the homemade stuff, delicious. Number 4, eat the leftovers. I know, leftovers, I'm telling you, sometimes you can make a meal and the leftovers are even more delicious than they were the day that you made them. It might not be your favorite, but it's going to give you 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 extra meals that A, you don't have to plan for, and B, you don't have to buy for because it's already there. A lot of times people will take leftovers for lunch, or I'm at home, I get to work it from home, so I'll many times eat leftovers, or many times I'll feed my kids leftovers. Again, a great way to cut costs on your food budget. Don't throw them away, eat them. Number 5, meal plan. Sit down with your paper and your pen or your fancy meal planning printables. If you need those, I'll leave a link in the description below for you. I have those for you. And actually plan out your meals. It's really not hard. Just go through and write down all of your family's favorites. You can stick with a strict schedule like Taco Tuesday. I mean, who doesn't love tacos, right? Or Spaghetti Wednesday. There was an old commercial that used to holler, Anthony! Those themed nights will help you to meal plan throughout the week. And if you're like me, shopping once a month, my meal plan is pretty substantial. Number 6, drink water. First, skip the water bottles at all costs. They're bad for the environment. Get yourself a water pitcher, or if you're really fancy, you can go for one of those big Berkey water filtration systems. And number 2, drinking more water will cut down on buying other things. So drink more water, you skip out on the soda and the juice and the iced teas and the lemonades and maybe even the coffee. Drink more water, it's better for your body. Number 7, look for those produce markdowns. My local grocery store has a rack that they will wrap up some of the produce that has been there a little while but hasn't gone to the dark side yet. So if you can grab those at a discount prices, I mean, brown bananas for 39 cents for a whole bunch will make you a lot of fantastic banana breaded muffins. So check out to see if your grocery store has a produce markdown section worth their weight in gold. Number 8, shop the flyers. When I was a kid, my mom and I would take every other week, we would go grocery shopping, and she would take all of the flyers from the Sunday paper and we would compose our grocery list by exactly what was on sale. So we would head to 3 or 4 different grocery stores to get the best deals. It's still relevant today. Most people don't have the flyers anymore because newspapers are really not as popular as they used to be, because you can get all of that stuff right online. So go ahead and look up the flyers to your favorite grocery stores, especially if you have grocery stores that are close together. So for me, where I grocery shop, I have an Aldi, I have Target, Hannaford, Price Chopper, Walmart, all right in the same area. So it's very easy to jump from one store to the next to get the best deals. My number 9 frugal grocery hack is to batch cook your meals. So if you're planning on doing lasagna, say, it really doesn't take that much more time to make 2 lasagnas and put one in the freezer. Or if you're making 4 chicken breasts for a recipe, it's not hard at all. It doesn't take any more time to throw 2 or 3 more chicken breasts into the Instant Pot. Cook those up too for chicken salad sandwiches or chicken soup, to use that stock and vegetables that we talked about earlier. Doesn't take any more time. Batch cook is the way to go. Number 10 kind of piggybacks along with the batch cooking. It's the meal prepping. If you know you have a busy week ahead, if you're working full time and your kids are involved in different kinds of things, meal prepping for the entire week is going to save you time. It's also going to save you that spontaneous, gosh, I don't know what else I can cook this week and I'm tired and soccer practice and dance classes and I just can't think anymore, so I'm going to order a pizza. That saves that. Even if you can just on one Sunday can make 3 different things and put them in the refrigerator, so all you have to do is dump them in the Instant Pot or crock pot or throw them in the oven or even just warm it up in the microwave. You have it all ready to go and it'll save you from ordering takeout. Number 11, buy generic. Seriously, this is the best ketchup I've ever had. It beats Heinz hands down, taste test after taste test in our house. And it's organic. It really is the best ketchup. And it's from Aldi, cheap, so cheap. If you like this kind of stuff, over at frozenpennies.com, I have a grocery ebook that's fantastic. It'll give you recipes and all of my tips and tricks for grocery shopping for a family of 4 for under $200. Please check it out. I'll leave the link below. And if you like these kinds of videos, please subscribe. I'd love to have you around. Give me a thumbs up if it's really spectacular. A thumbs down if you hate it is fine too. Number 12, stock up. When things go on sale, get enough for the next 6 months to a year, depending on what it is. If you have a freezer, stocking up on meat when they go on sale is a fantastic idea. Pay attention to holidays, like 4th of July, for example. A lot of times your ketchup and your mustard, mayonnaises, relishes, things like that, hot dogs, hamburgers, those kinds of things normally go on sale that time of year. Stock up. Ketchup lasts a year. This doesn't expire until April 28th, 2022. So you can get enough when they go on sale for the entire year and not feel bad about it. If you tend to go to the grocery store early in the mornings or late in the evenings, you might find that the meat has been reduced in your meat counter at that time of day. So that's the best time to get it, because really, I mean, you're gonna bring it home, you might process it a little bit, put it into Ziploc bags, smaller portions, and throw it in your freezer, and it'll be fine. Number 13, create a grocery list. Do not, I repeat, do not try going to the grocery store and remember everything in your head. It's not going to happen. You're going to forget things. You're going to pick up things that you think that you might like or you might need, and you're going to spend way too much money. Grabbing a grocery list, even if it's just a Post-it note or something fancy like I have here, link for this in the description below. Just hang this on your refrigerator. This is what we do in our house. And circle things as we need them. And as we go through and have our meal plan handy next to us, we can circle the things that we need and we want. This thing is super handy. People have given me some weird looks in the grocery store. Number 14, skip the aisles that you know you don't need anything in. If you're really being stringent about your grocery shopping and your health, you're going to skip all those pre-packaged aisles and those chips and snacks and cookies and candy aisles, because really those are just budget busters anyways. And who needs all that sugar? Number 15 is shop the day before a grocery store is closed. I just recently discovered this at Aldi. I had gone into the grocery store the day before Thanksgiving, and Aldi's closed on Thanksgiving, and discovered a plethora of markdowns. I was getting meat 50% off because they didn't want to keep it if the store was closed, so they were trying to get rid of it. I really stocked up on my freezer. As a matter of fact, no, I think I'm done. I think I finished it. I don't have any more from then. That was a while ago. Number 16, do the math. While you're in the grocery store, everybody has a calculator on their phone now. Add things up as you go. This way you'll be completely sure that you're staying within your budget. Also, another really great idea is this clicker thing. Have you ever seen this? So these are used for track and field to count the laps, but you can use it at the grocery store. I mean, it's a little big and a little bulky. You might get some strange looks, but it's so much fun. I mean, really, come on. Number 17 is to be aware of advertising tricks. Things that the grocery stores might use to lure you into spending more than you need to. Like those 10 for 10 sales. Really, you don't need to buy 10 jars of sauce to get the deals. Sometimes you do, but most of the time you don't. And those other little tricks like limit 4, they want you to think it's such a great deal that they have to limit you, and then you're going to just get 4. Maybe you don't need 4. Maybe you only need 1 or 2. Another trick is the buy 1 get 1 free or buy 2 get 2 free. Be aware of those too. They're tricky. Tip number 18 is one of my favorite things. Stay out of the stores. Don't go unless you have to. Many people will shop once a week, and really it does increase your grocery spending when you do that. If you can possibly stretch it, if you're used to going once a week, to once every 2 weeks, give it a try. If you're already doing once every 2 weeks, try once a month. It's really not as bad as you think. I'll leave a link below for a resource for once a month grocery shopping that might help. Number 19, avoid prepackaged foods. These aren't mine. The cost on prepackaged foods is 3 to 4 times the cost of bigger bulk bags. It's crazy. I did the math. I did an experiment with animal crackers a few years ago to see how much more you would spend, and the results were shocking. So these, don't buy them. Number 20, think outside the grocery bag. There are other places besides grocery stores that sell food. There are outlets. We have a fantastic Freihofer bread outlet right near us that every Friday, everything in the store was $1. Family Dollar and Dollar General stores that really have great prices on a lot of shelf-ready foods. A friend of mine used to do a lot of her grocery shopping. She had 4 children, so she was really good at spending the least amount of money possible on food. And a lot of her dry goods, shelf-stable foods were bought at Dollar General because they were just so much cheaper. Dollar stores are also fantastic. A lot of times dollar stores have great prices on bread. So check out those other stores too. Not only your grocery store, but your outlet stores and your discount food stores, places like Aldi and Price Right, they will have cheaper prices than any other place. And finally, number 21, take advantage of any holiday sales. Easter's coming. That means that hams, potatoes, and eggs are going to be great prices. Grab 2 ham, process them, cook them up all on the same day, cut them up, and store them in zipper bags in your freezer for later times. You can freeze eggs. All you have to do, break them open, scramble them up, put them in containers or Ziploc bags, and throw them in the freezer. They work great for things like omelets and casseroles and baking. Also potatoes. Potatoes will last quite a bit. So keep the sales in mind for holidays because they will save you money. Those are my 21 frugal hacks for you today. I hope you found a couple things that you can use. Keep your grocery budget down. If you like these kinds of videos, give it a thumbs up. I'd love to have you here as a subscriber. And don't forget to check out frozenpennies.com. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye.